I'm gonna do a video in regards to the Kanye West scandal, but this new information come before my attention. I think it's more important. It's a podcast I follow. It's called "It Could Happen Here," and it talks about what a civil war would look like and the actions that would take place, how this would kind of act in conjunction with climate change and all that kind of stuff, as well as this individual's his own personal experience with war and what he saw January 6th. Well, other events before January 6th. Let's read it. Before 30,000 customers remained without power in North Carolina, 2 substations were damaged by gunfire. Power outages that left about 40,000 people in the dark Saturday night in North Carolina prompted an emergency declaration are the subject of a criminal investigation after crews found evidence the substations were intentionally damaged by gunfire. The outage in Moore County was first reported around 9 p.m. Saturday. This is CNN, by the way. And soon spread to the central and southern parts of the country, knocking out power to homes and businesses. Signs of vandalism, including 2 substations, have been damaged by gunfire. As of Sunday night, more than 33,000 people were still in the dark across the county. This is the seriousness of the times. This is why it's so important to understand this. That this is civil war. Calling people who talk about homosexuality or transgenderism groomers. People who completely dispute the elections 100%. And people who are willing to engage in violence to forward their beliefs in politics. These are all people who are engaging in civil war. The sheriff said that multiple rounds were fired at 3 substations. It was targeted. It wasn't random, he said. The person's a person that did this knew exactly what they were doing. Also, a gate in one location appeared to be taken off the hinges. No subject will be announced in the case. It's Monday. We don't have a clue why Moore County. There were rumors circulating social media attack was an attempt toward a local drag show. I think this hurts them. Because if people could die as a result of this kind of stuff. This is, I say this often, that when it comes to the right, when they actually take the guns out, they lose. They lose. Unless you're willing to just take a civil war and just like do it and destroy the country, then you aren't doing anything. This is like Extinction Rebellion blocking the subways where people can't go to work. You know, you're doing things that actually hurt some of your own people who may be conservatives. This isn't like you're attacking a major metropolitan area. I don't believe for one moment this will make anybody change their mind politically or anything. The country's too divided. But I think that it's another recognition and a realization that we're at a civil war and that they're not going to accept losing the elections. That these are not people who losing an election is going to change their mind on anything. These are people who have chosen and recognize their way of life and their beliefs are not accepted, and they're willing to hurt people to make their message known. You know, the right commonly likes to talk about rumors and, things like that, conspiracy theories. This isn't a conspiracy. This is something that actually hurts people. And people who are old and sick, this could kill them. There are serious ramifications resulting from this criminal act. And I think that, people always think about the idea of them being patriots and they're fighting for this idea of what America is or used to be. And I think that stuff like this shows you that their civil war hurts everybody. Period. This hurts everybody. And their stuff, it's not beneficial. It's detrimental. It's destructive. Society has enough problems as it is. but it just, to me, it just put a human face on the threat of domestic terrorism in America. Thanks for listening.